I was thinking something practical that we talk about when we talk about opening doors. If you're not in like a traditional leadership position where you're on top, what are some things? And we talk about that in the Get Momentum program this month, about making introductions on people's behalf of who do I know that I think should be connected.
Yes.
Because that makes my network stronger. Not just
Yes.
me knowing you and me knowing you out there, but how do I introduce so that the whole community grows stronger
Yes.
and more tight-knit.
Yes.
Do you
I
want
mean, I think the story of Raj is appropriate. I don't know if he's watching right now, but where that really came home for you was in speaking with Raj about his developing his network. Came here from India, didn't know very many people. He wound up talking with someone who quickly became a mentor to him, Tim Sanders. If you're out there, hello. Take it away.
And, well, Raj talks about he knew about 24 people. And Tim Sanders said, well, start by introducing the people you know. And Raj said, I should be done by tonight, because it won't take me very long. But that was just the very beginning of that concept of the mindset. How do I build networks and strengthen relationships? So
Yes.
everybody I meet, I'm wondering who needs to know and meet Frances? Who could help her with, who could help you with your cause, and who could you help along the way?
Yes.
And so Raj tells a story. He now introduces, I think it's about 600 people a year to one another. And he does such a beautiful job in that it's a mutual beneficial relationship. Not just how can Frances help you, but then how can you also help her causes. And so both people bring something to the table.
Marshall Goldsmith published What Got You Here Won't Get You There.
Yes.
He invites me to his New York City book event.
Yes.
I look across the room, and there is someone I'd only heard about and read about, and I tugged on Marshall Goldsmith's shoulder and I said, is that Miss Hesselbein? And he walked me over, he introduced me to you,
Yes.
and the first thing I remember you saying, now I may have made this up, but it's a good story, I like it.
Yes.
The first thing that you said to me was, how can I help you? Now, what I remember about that is because you trust Marshall, and Marshall trusted me, we could go there.
And Marshall trusted you so much, he talked about you in front of me so I would hear how wonderful you were and how I should know you.
And I just look at how many people out there have these relationships. And
Yes.
it's challenging because we don't do it, we don't show up to get as much as we can, and yet in the offering we keep getting these. You know what it is we get? Opportunities.
Yes.
I don't get things. I don't get things from meeting people, but I
No.
get an introduction, I get an opportunity.
An open door that you never thought you could ever go through. Yes.
I'm going to check the video.
Okay.
Continue talking. I want to make sure that everything is going well.
Because we got a call. It's all good.
Let's see. We've got someone saying, this is gold. We need some subtitles. We'll get that. And then we've got people commenting, battle buddies, someone just wrote. So, yeah. It looks like we've got about 17 people watching right now.
Oh, I love
And we have
that.
about 20 more minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to see if anybody has a question or if there's something that we can talk about, let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to go back and sit down in the middle. You know what someone just wrote? I don't get things from meeting people. I get an introduction. I get an opportunity.
And that's where we can be really generous in spirit. I think no matter
Yes.
how much money you have, how much, how senior you are in your organization.
Yes.
It's easy when you're the top and people listen to everything you say.
Yes.
But there's also something very generous when you just do those kinds of connections on their behalf because you know it's good for them.
Yes.
And I think that's so important. We can do that on social media sites of doing recommendations of people we admire and have worked with and want to continue to support. Jason and I we're all three are authors, and so that's something that means quite a bit to us of getting recommendations and book recommendations on not just this is a great book, but this is how I've used this in my life. This is how it's helped me in my organization. Those are my favorite, where people tell stories of how they've actually put something practical to use. You know, because it's all good ideas until you do something. That's where the real power comes from.